My wife said she was going to a wellness retreat in Arizona. I paid for it. Watched her pack essential oils and yoga pants. But then my cousin texted me, "Is this your wife?" It was a post from a Vegas club. She was on stage with another man holding a sign that read, "Just divorced." I didn't call. I just froze the joint account, changed the locks, and sent her a copy of the prenup highlighted in yellow. She showed up screaming. I showed her the Ring camera footage. She left quiet. Her retreat turned into a relocation. I'm 39. I live just outside Denver. I work in IT, mostly behind a desk, doing long hours. I like quiet. My wife, ex-wife, now was 36. She used to be a yoga instructor. I met her at a climbing gym, of all places. She wasn't even climbing, just there with a friend. We talked, went out a week later, and things just moved fast. Too fast, maybe. But I didn't think about it then. We got married 5 years ago. No kids. We both said we wanted them, but we never really tried. I always assumed we'd figure it out when the time was right. Truth is, I thought our marriage was stable. Not exciting, maybe, but solid. 3 weeks ago, she told me she needed a break. Not from me, she said, but from everything. Said she was burned out. Wanted to go on a wellness retreat in Arizona with a few girlfriends. It wasn't cheap, but I didn't ask questions. She said it'd be a week of yoga, meditation, and detox. I even helped her pack. She was so into her essential oils, her weird smoothies, her crystal thing. I honestly thought she just needed some time to breathe. She kissed me goodbye like everything was fine. That Saturday night, I was home watching a game when my cousin Kyle texted me. We're not super close, but we talk. He's younger than me, lives in Vegas. All his texts usually start with a joke or some meme, but this one was different. "Is this your wife?" No joke, no context. Just a question and a picture. I opened it. It was a photo from one of those club Instagrams. Bright lights, people on stage, champagne spraying everywhere. And right in the middle, my wife. Wearing this short white dress I'd never seen. Glitter all over her. Hair done up. She was holding a sign above her head that said, "Just divorced." There was a guy next to her. Tall. Beard. Tuxedo jacket with no shirt. He had his arm around her waist. She was leaning into him, laughing, her mouth wide open like she was at the best party of her life. I felt like someone took a baseball bat to my stomach. I just stared at the picture for a while. Didn't even blink. Didn't call her. Didn't reply to Kyle. I just sat there. Then something clicked. I opened our joint bank account. I could see charges from the Vegas Strip. Not Arizona. Not a retreat. Clubs. A hotel. Expensive restaurants. Bottles of wine. Spa services. I froze the account immediately. Then I opened the Ring app on my phone. Changed all the passcodes. After that, I went to the garage, dug through a storage box, and pulled out our prenup. We signed it before the wedding. Her idea, actually, said her parents made her, just to be safe. I didn't think we'd ever need it, but I agreed. Didn't bother me. I was in love. I sat at the kitchen table and reread the whole thing. There it was. Section 8. If either party engages in adultery, the other party is entitled to 100% of all shared marital assets, minus any personal gifts. No spousal support. Full financial control reverts to the faithful spouse. I highlighted that part in yellow. Took a photo of the signed page. Scanned it all into a PDF and emailed it to her. Didn't write a single word in the email. Then I waited. 2 hours later, Ring sent me a notification. She was at the door. I looked at the video feed, and there she was. Still in that same Vegas club outfit. Makeup smudged. Hair flat on one side like she slept on it. High heels in her hand. She was screaming. "Open the door. I need to talk to you. It's not what you think." I didn't move. She looked straight into the camera. "You're being crazy. That wasn't what it looked like. We were just messing around. You're really gonna blow up our whole marriage over a picture?" I tapped the mic icon on the app. I saw the video too. She froze. You could actually see her realizing she was caught. I didn't say another word. Just let her stand there. Eventually she started crying. Real tears, or maybe fake. Hard to tell. Then she walked down the steps and left. That was 3 days ago. I haven't heard from her since. She went on a wellness retreat. Ended up on stage in Vegas with some random guy, waving a "just divorced" sign. I guess she made the announcement for me. But I made the finish official. And the best part? She's the one who insisted on the prenup. The first 24 hours after she left the porch were quiet. Too quiet. I didn't sleep much. Kept replaying everything in my head. Not just the club photo, but all the weird little things that had happened over the past year. All the girl nights, the sudden gym obsession, the new clothes she said were for feeling confident. The second phone I found once in her car but didn't question. I chalked it all up to her just going through a phase. I was wrong. The morning after her little meltdown at the door, I went to work. Tried to stay focused, but halfway through the day I got a call from my bank. They told me someone had tried to unfreeze our joint account twice. Luckily, I was the only one authorized to make changes now. She'd been locked out completely. I checked my personal credit card next. She had tried to charge $2,200 at a resort spa back in Vegas. Denied. I smiled a little. But then the emails started. The first one was from her. Please, can we just talk? You're overreacting. I didn't cheat. It was just a stupid theme party. I didn't think anyone would post it. You're embarrassing both of us. That one didn't even get a response. Then came one from her sister. A woman who hadn't called me once in 2 years, suddenly writing like we were best friends. Hey, I know things look bad, but my wife is really struggling right now. She needs support, not punishment. Can't you just talk things through? Support? I was the one who paid for her retreat. I was the one who trusted her. I was the one getting ambushed with Vegas photos. Then I got a DM on Instagram. It was from a guy I didn't know. Profile picture was him lifting weights in a tank top. Bro, I didn't know she was married. She told me she was separated. Said her husband cheated on her. Just wanted to say sorry. That hit me harder than I expected. I messaged him back. Asked for his number. We talked for 20 minutes. His name was Daniel. He met her at the gym. Said they'd been seeing each other casually for about 6 months. She told him I was controlling. That we were still living together, but emotionally done. That she was staying married for money reasons. She made me out to be the villain. Daniel was pissed. He said she made him feel like he was helping her escape some toxic guy. He sounded legit. Sent me texts, screenshots. One of them was from 2 months ago. She said, as soon as I lock down the settlement, I'm out. Just need to play nice a little longer. That was 2 months before she left for her so-called retreat. Everything clicked. It wasn't just the club. It wasn't just the Vegas stunt. She'd been planning to leave me, clean out our account, and paint me as the bad guy, all while lying to this dude and probably others. She thought she had it all worked out. She had no idea what she was dealing with. I didn't tell Daniel everything, but I thanked him for the screenshots. He seemed genuinely pissed that he'd been used. Said he blocked her number after our call. Said he felt like a fool. I told him he wasn't the only one. I forwarded the messages to my lawyer. Later that week, I got a letter. Certified mail. She was trying to challenge the prenup. Her lawyer claimed she was under emotional distress when she signed it, and that it no longer reflected the reality of the marriage. They wanted to argue that it was invalid. That we built our life together, and she deserved her fair share. My lawyer wasn't even rattled. This is standard, he said. They're throwing spaghetti at the wall to see if anything sticks. Don't worry. I still worried. Then something new hit me. The house. Technically, it was in both our names. The prenup didn't cover the title. It focused on assets and income. But real property? That was Messier. My lawyer said we had a good case, but if she wanted to fight for the house, it could drag out. That night, I went out to the garage again. Same place I'd found the prenup. I had kept every document from the home purchase. And buried in a folder was something important, something she'd signed during the refinance 2 years ago. It was a quitclaim deed. She'd voluntarily removed her name from the title when her credit got bad. At the time, I told her I didn't mind. We were married. What did it matter? Now it mattered more than anything. I scanned it. Sent it to my lawyer. He called me 10 minutes later. Do you realize what this means? She has no legal claim to the house. I didn't smile. I just stared at the wall and nodded to myself. Then, just when I thought it was over, I got another message, this time from a burner email. You think you won? Huh? You don't know shit. I'm not going down without a fight. I showed it to my lawyer. He said to ignore it unless it turned into harassment. But I couldn't stop thinking about how she'd gone from lying to begging to now threatening. And then came the final twist for now. Daniel called me again, late at night. You might want to know, he said. I talked to one of her friends. The guy in the Vegas picture? That wasn't some random hookup. She's been seeing him too. Long distance. Dude's married. Owns a business in Phoenix. My stomach turned. So she was having multiple affairs? I asked. Daniel hesitated. She told him she was single. He just found out yesterday. His wife saw the same photo and went ballistic. My friend says the guy's wife is threatening to expose everything. Now it wasn't just a marriage falling apart. It was a pile of lies catching fire. And I was standing far enough away to watch it burn. A week after I found out about the married guy in Phoenix, I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. It was his wife. Her name was Jenna. Her voice was calm, but there was rage underneath it. She told me she found my wife's number on her husband's phone, along with messages going back nearly a year. Trips, hotel rooms, pictures, everything. My wife had told him she was in an open marriage and that I was cool with it. Said we were basically roommates. She wasn't calling for sympathy. She was calling for payback. We talked for 2 hours. She'd already filed for divorce from her husband. Sent me screenshots of everything. I gave her what I had, too. The Vegas photos, the texts Daniel sent me, even the prenup. We started comparing notes, timelines, receipts. Turns out, while my wife was planning to leave me and drain our account, she was also pushing this guy to divorce his wife and go all in with her. Said they could start fresh once her toxic ex was out of the way. She played all of us. But she didn't count on everyone comparing stories. Jenna wasn't done. She found the wellness retreat website my wife had originally claimed she was going to. She called them pretending to be interested in booking. The retreat director said, "Oh, I remember that name." She canceled last minute, said something about a Vegas opportunity. That sealed it. I gave the information to my lawyer. With the new evidence and the quitclaim deed, he filed an emergency motion. The judge granted full ownership of the house to me, declared the prenup enforceable, and denied her any spousal support. She showed up again, this time in daylight. No yelling, just standing there in jeans and a hoodie, hair pulled back, makeup gone. I answered through the ring again. "I don't have anywhere to go," she said. "Everything's frozen. I can't even get into my own accounts." I paused. Then I said it. "That's not my problem anymore." She looked right into the camera. Her eyes were dead. Not angry, not even sad, just blank. "You really think you won, huh?" she whispered. I didn't reply. She walked away and didn't come back. 3 weeks later, her sister emailed me. Said she moved in with some friend from California. Someone she barely knew. Said she was depressed. Couldn't find work. That I should feel sorry because she was going through so much. But I didn't. You know what I felt? Free. I went through hell thinking I was the one who failed. That maybe I wasn't exciting enough. That I should have seen it coming. But now I know the truth. She didn't want love. She wanted options. She wanted to lie, to cheat, and to leave only when she thought she'd taken enough. She lost. And I learned. I wasn't perfect. I ignored red flags. Trusted too much. Believed someone who didn't deserve it. But I fixed it. I used the truth. The law. My own quiet strength. She had her big moment on stage with her just divorced sign. Now I've got the real prize. Peace. And she's left with nothing but lies and screenshots. Game over.